bands, I think he wanna do me. Ran this bitch up at the crib, think she wanna sue me. Big Birkin pussy. You seeing this weekend, I had I ain't gonna say it's 100% of a rough weekend, besides that one situation, because you know your situation is only as big as you highlight it. So I did have some amazing, nice moments while I was in Atlanta. My whole reason why I went to Atlanta was because I was going to a friend's birthday party. So that was my whole purpose of going. I'm thinking I'm gonna go and have a really good time in Atlanta. I'm like, okay, woo, let's go. So I booked my flight. I went to Atlanta on like I'll say the 17th. I went on the 17th. The birthday party was on the 18th, and I was coming back. I was probably gonna stay an extra day, but after that whole situation had happened, I was ready to come home. So I'm just gonna get straight to the point of what y'all really want to know. Y'all really don't want to hear about me going out and meeting and networking with people. I'm pretty sure y'all don't want to hear about that. But long story short, this is what happened the night of the Uber incident. So pretty much what happened is that my friend, she had sent me the wrong location by accident. I'm pretty sure she didn't mean to. She just sent a old venue, the old venue's location. She had sent that one to me, so I had went to the old venue that she was originally supposed to be having her party at. So I'm sorry because I'm starting to think about it. So I ended up going to the wrong venue by accident. So I ended up texting her, and then she ended up sending me the correct location. So of course, the place I went to, I guess it was like a museum or whatever. So damn. So then after that, I just walked across the street, and mind y'all, it's like pouring raining. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't look too bad. I actually have a photo insert of what I look like because I actually put on my camera because I was like, ooh, I'm sitting in the humidity. I wonder how my leave out looking. I actually didn't look too bad, not too shabby. Like if I was still go to the party, I still look like a full on bad bitch. Okay, so I ended up walking across the street. It was like a bar that was there. Okay, I don't know if it's just a me thing, but when I'm out of town and if I flew there, I don't travel around with my ID unless I know I'm going to like a club or a bar or something like that. So with me being pregnant, as y'all see the whole belly, I have no reason to really bring my ID anywhere that requires you to be 21 and up because I'm not drinking. So it was a bar that was across the street. They didn't let me in because I didn't have my ID, so I couldn't sit in there and safely wait until I called an Uber. So I was stuck sitting outside. It was a whole bunch of like drunk guys there. Okay, so don't talk about me, but I told my sister I was comparing what I look like standing outside as a GTA prostitute. I felt like a GTA prostitute, pregnant GTA prostitute, just sitting outside. I wasn't dressed like over provocative, like where I felt like somebody would want to attack me, but at the end of the day, it's like, it's 11 o'clock at night. It's just this lady sitting here in these heels sitting outside of a bar while it's raining. It's not like, oh, it feels nice and she wants to get some air. It's like, you're just sitting outside and it's raining. And it's a whole bunch of drunk men over here. You ain't got no homegirls. Okay, like that's how I look. So I feel like I look like a GTA prostitute, really. So I'm sitting there and I call my Uber. This Uber driver, I'm not gonna lie, Uber drivers in Atlanta, they are rude as fuck. Some of them are nice, but a lot of them are rude and they're like in a consistent rush. It's like, where the fuck are you going? Are you in a rush to get to your next Uber person? Because last time I checked, the longer you take on the Uber ride, the more you get paid. So I guess he on another trip, he accepts me. He ends up texting me. He's like, hey, make sure you have your mask, blah, blah, blah. I said, well, I'm sitting outside in the rain and I ain't got no mask. Alright, before y'all get to judge and all this other stuff, I already had corona, so it's no point in me doing all that extra stuff, okay? I already had it. Boom, cat's out the bag. I already had it before. It wasn't that serious. It's literally a regular cold. So he asked me like, oh, make sure you have a mask. I told him I don't have a mask, so cancel the trip if you're gonna bug about a mask. Cause nobody else ever really had an issue with a mask. So by the time he pulls up, he's like, where's your mask? I told him, I texted you and said I don't have a mask, and if it was a problem for you to cancel and you still pulled up, like I'm confused. He like, I don't like the way you're talking. Mind you, we're already driving at this point. So we already started going towards the destination. He like, I don't like your attitude. So he's like, I'm gonna drop you back off, which is perfectly fine. Drop me off. I'm not gonna lie. I be having problems with people on Uber. So I be disputing some of them people for the charges. Like, I feel like if you pick me up, I shouldn't have to. If you pick me up, start the trip after I already told you something, I feel like I shouldn't have to pay for it. So I told him like, do me a favor, cancel the trip so it could just go ahead and call me another Uber. So he like, oh, I ain't canceling. I ain't canceling. Woo off the bam. I don't know. Maybe this was just like the little small petty part of me, and probably me just being like pregnant. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, probably could have handled it a little bit better, but I just feel like you should cancel it. Like, just cancel it so it can call me another Uber. Like, you're not finna get paid this because it's literally gonna pay him the $30. I don't know if y'all ever had that experience, but I had somebody start a trip and then they basically still did the trip as if I was in the car, and then they went there, or if I canceled it, they still charged me full price. That's what Uber did to me, but I don't have any more disputes. So I ain't gonna lie, I'm not trying to waste my money. So I'm staying telling him, I'm like, I need you to cancel it, cancel it, cancel it, cancel it. He didn't want to cancel it. I'm like, you know what, whatever. Fuck this shit. Fuck you. I ain't gonna lie, because at that point, I feel like I just should have cussed his ass the fuck out. Because I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just like, period. At this point, you pissing me off. You steady talking shit. He calling me fat and telling me I'm ugly and shit like that. So guess what? I called him an ugly ass bitch, and his car was ugly. So I didn't give a shit. And I told him, I'm like, you one of them people that ain't never had no control over their life. And once you get a little bit of control over something, you feel like you gotta take it, like you feel like you got something over my head and you finna just, go overboard with it. So then I guess that must have ticked him off while I'm like trying to get out the car or whatever. This motherfucker hops out of his car and runs around and pushes me back into the Uber. He pushes me back inside of the Uber. Okay? So, like, my legs are still out of the car. My upper body is still in. I'm pretty sure y'all probably sat in the car where half y'all legs is out and the other half is in. I'm pregnant. So he pushes my upper half back. So I don't know if y'all ever seen, at least me as a pregnant woman, if you push me backwards and with my belly, I cannot just do a full on sit up from completely laying down. I cannot do a full on sit up as if I was a regular person. So when he pushes my upper half back, I'm struggling to stand back up and my legs are still outside. So he was like, fuck this shit. We finna continue this fucking Uber ride, and he's slamming my legs with the door. He's just going all in. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm just like, I'm in shock. By the time I even remotely get to sitting up, this motherfucker ran back around his car, started driving. He threw this motherfucker in drive with me still hanging out the car and the door open, just driving like a maniac down the street. I don't know if y'all ever been like to Atlanta. I'm pretty sure if you're in Atlanta, you know. But anybody that hasn't been to Atlanta before, Atlanta has curvy roads. So he's driving like a maniac going around these curvy ass roads. I could have easily like fell out the car, rolled out. I am pregnant. Ain't nobody trying to do all of that. And on top of that, it's raining. Could have gotten an accident. It's a plethora of things that could have happened. And then all I'm thinking in my mind is like, this man is finna fucking kidnap me. I know he is not taking me to where I need to be. So, and if y'all seen my picture, some people told me, they was like, I just thought you was just partying and because of the mist and the rain. No. The door's open. It's pouring down rain, and the rain is coming in the car. This man don't give a fuck. Like, the rain is coming in the car. Rain is all on me. My dress is dirty from damn near almost fighting this man. My legs is all smashed up and bruised. My foot got smashed into the damn door. I had lines, red lines on my foot. I'm pretty sure y'all, I uploaded a picture, but I'm pretty sure y'all probably didn't know what y'all was looking at. My foot was stinging. Like, it sting. Like, after I had took a shower that night, my body was like stinging, like just because of how he was hitting me with the door. It was just like bitch, like that's how he was. Like, it was just so aggressive. Like, I ain't never had somebody do something like that to me before. So it's just like, wow. And then it's like, then while he's driving, I guess he stops at a red light and I see a police officer on the side. So like I said, I reach out to on my that's my left hand side. Cause I was grabbing onto the chair while my legs were still over here. So I raised down the window on my side and I'm like, police officer, can you please come get me out this car? Can you please come get me out this car? The police officer gets out of the car. Well, he pulls the man over and then gets out of his car. And I told him I want to press charge on this man. This man just put his hands on me. He just basically hit me and assaulted me with a door. I want to press charges on this man. He said, okay, man, I'm finna handle him. Can you do me a favor? Go sit. He was like, cause I'm wet, okay? I'm soaking wet from sitting in this car. I look like a wet dog. I have on an all white dress. I'm not gonna lie. I did not put no pasties on. So at this point, my dress is pretty much like see through at this point. I feel exposed. So he was like, ma'am, do me a favor. Just go sit in the back of my car and I'll be over there to talk to you shortly. I said, okay, but don't let that man leave. I want to press charges on him. He put his hands on me. Police officer, this police officer, Atlanta police officer, I'm not gonna lie, that man did not feel like doing his fucking job. Cause let me tell you what he did. He didn't even go talk to the man. He didn't even go talk to him. He didn't arrest him. He didn't do anything. He let the man leave. Like after he got done talking to me, the man just left. The man left, and I'm like, why you let him leave? I said I want to press charges on this man for putting hands on me. He was like, oh, I can't fill out your police report. The best thing I can do for you is drop you off at a gas station somewhere safer than the situation he was in and call you another police officer to fill out a report. Mind you, like I said, I'm soaking wet in a white dress and I'm pregnant. And I told the police officer I'm not from Atlanta. I don't have somebody that can just come and pick me up. So you're dropping me off in a random location in Atlanta at a gas station in a white dress that's soaking wet, almost see through. And I just told you I got assaulted. You didn't even offer to even take me to the station. I said, can you drop me off somewhere safer? Can we go to the police station? He said, I can't do that. But I can drop you off at this gas station and you can call. Actually, he didn't even call another police officer. He gave me a 404 police line number to call and make a report. So I was stuck at a freaking gas station in the middle of nowhere. Like I said, I don't know if you guys ever been to Atlanta, but some places are very secluded where it's no Ubers even available. So it's not like, oh, I could have just Ubered to a safer location or sat inside of a Zaxby's or McDonald's or something safer. No, I'm just stuck in a gas station, see-through dress with men damn near. They, are you fine, sweetie? Are you fine? Are you okay? Stay trying to talk to me. You too pretty to be over there crying. Like, leave me alone. Like, I feel exposed. Like, leave me alone. Like, honest to God. I'm in a panic. I'm trying to call an Uber. I called my baby father. He had no luck trying to call me an Uber. My mom had no luck trying to get me an Uber. I'm basically stuck here for about an hour. So I end up calling the police to file my report at the gas station I was at because I was like, well, at least if a police officer is at least sitting here with me and I'm over here, I could be able to sit in the back of this policeman's car while instead of sitting here in a half see-through ass dress. I could sit in the back of a police car and make my report because at least the police officer's not going to do anything to me, you know? So the nice man came. He pulled up and I said, well, I'll feel more comfortable if we can go ahead and finish filling out the report inside of your car. But when the police officer pulled up, I'm like hysterical. Like I'm crying. I'm talking like my eyelashes are coming off crying. Well, my eyelashes are already falling off. Like literally like my eyelashes are on a gangster lane when he like seen me and I'm like soaking wet. My hair is like a full-on afro up top. My weave was, it didn't even look cute. Like how I didn't look nothing cute. Like how when I had left out that day, I looked nothing like that. Like I was just completely fucked, okay? And I just filled out my report there. And then the police officer, luckily, he sat there with me at the gas station until, like, I sat in the back of his car until I could be able to get an Uber. I ended up getting an Uber and I ended up Ubering home. Luckily, this Uber driver that took me home, he was nothing like the first one, you know? He was nothing like that one. He was pretty much calm, but I was just really in awe at the fact of how technically it was really no help. It's really no justice that you really get, especially as a black pregnant woman. It's just like I just feel like that everything should have just been taken more seriously. Like the simplest fact, like the police officers looking at me like, do you really even want to press charges for real? Do you really want to go through that? Do you want to go through this? I told him, I'm like, look, I don't know if you could call it petty, call it what you want, call it what it is. I'm like, this man put his hands on me. I'm like, I'm not gonna just let that go unnoticed. I'm like, yes, I need to file a report. Yes, I need to give this report to Uber. Yes, I need all of that. I'm like, if I have to come back to Atlanta just to go to court, I will. I will. And I'll sue the man. Come on now. Let's go through with it. Like, that's how I feel. Because it's just like, anything could have happened. Anything could have happened. That man doesn't need to continue Uber. You know, like, what if he would have sexually assaulted me? Nobody ever would have thought about that. Now, what if he decided, oh, because to really be honest, it wasn't he threw me back in the car like it wasn't shit. He could have sexually assaulted me. I could have came up missing. I could have been murdered, sex trafficked, anything. And if you from Atlanta, you already know. You turn one corner, it's a whole bunch of bushes. Ain't nobody gonna see you. Ain't nobody gonna see you. And I'm sitting in this car, and I'm just sitting in this car like, God forbid. I'm like, something could have happened to me. I'm like, I'm happy I did run into that police officer and he was able to at least get me and put me somewhere safer. It's somewhat safer, I guess, the gas station. But I mean, it really hurt my heart only because the police officer even didn't even attempt to do anything. He was a black police officer too. He was just too lazy to do his job. And to really be honest, my sister told me, she was like, I should have got his badge number and reported him because police officers like that don't do their job are dangerous. Police officers like that, they're dangerous. You basically don't want to do your job, so it's like you'll just, it's like, oh, okay, it happened, but I don't feel like filling out the paperwork. So, but then me being a black woman, I'm like, I don't want to be the reason why another black man is unemployed or something like that or in trouble. I'm just thinking, I'm like, I didn't even do that. I took it as a loss, and I was like, I'm just gonna call another police officer because how I looked at it is he already let the man go. He already let the man go. So it's like, what what else is there to do? The only thing he gave me was the license plate number, and then when you run the license plate number, the man shouldn't even be driving Uber because the car he was driving was uninsured and it was on the rental. So it's just, yeah, that's just pretty much what happened to me. So I don't know. That's just my personal experience with Uber, at least in Atlanta. Um, Pretty much, I did everything I could possibly do for anybody that was curious. I did notify Uber. Uber said that they will make sure that he is not able to Uber again, and I'm gonna make sure of it because I'm gonna keep checking on it. I'm gonna keep checking on it. Um, Police report, they said that they're gonna pull camera footage and all this other stuff, which I don't care. I told them, like, go ahead. Y'all gonna see this man getting out his car acting a motherfucking fool, okay? That's what you're gonna see. You're gonna see this man acting a motherfucking fool. So, yes. So that's pretty much it. Um, and yeah, I just really made this video just to bring awareness to how really honestly black women are just neglected really by the black man, the white man, and believe it or not, the white man cared more than that black dude did. Because the white man at least sat with me. He literally said, I ain't going nowhere. He said, I'm still on work. So that's all that they do. Police officers, all they do is fill out paperwork. So that other police officer that just didn't want to do any paperwork, he was just riding around, just sitting around, being lazy. He didn't care or have any concern for me or my safety. He just wanted to drop me off at a damn gas station because he didn't want to deal with it. So that was really my conclusion. Like I said, make sure you guys get rentals, especially if you're traveling by yourself. Make sure you get rentals. Make sure your hotel is in a downtown area. Don't stay in no off suburban hotels. Make sure you stay in a downtown hotel. Make sure you pay attention to your surroundings, because anybody can be a predator, anybody can be an attacker, anything can possibly happen. And especially like with me, I'm so used to traveling by myself. It's just like I'm not just watching out for myself. I have a life inside of me, so yeah, it's just I have to watch out for myself and my child. So yeah, so deuces. Like I said, thank you. Make sure y'all tune in for my BBBs. I'm not quite sure what days I'm gonna start dropping my BBBs. At this point, I'm really just dropping YouTube videos as I go and as I feel like they should be dropped. So thank you for tuning in and just supporting me. It really means a lot.
Not your mama's breast, but she knows she a MILF. Real thick, creamy, I'm enjoying real silk. Niggas real good, it's in my cornbread. Take these chickens to the coop, cause they still bred. Turn along with my hoe so the meal fed. Don't got no toxins in my body, but he feel it. He gon' take